tribes. If my father was being asked, what am I? Then I've got no business representing Mr. South Africa, because my father says I'm not South African. But if the lady, people must not mistake if you are born in South Africa that you are South African. A human being born, a cow being born in a horse stable doesn't make you a horse.
I think I think this South African minister, I think some foreigner in South Africa must have done something really terrible to him, because this Chidima issue has really exposed him. It looks like he has something personal. This got nothing to do with ideology. This got nothing to do with protecting the South African culture or identity. It is his personal. He's leading this charge against foreigners because of his personal vindictiveness against other Africans. He has personal issues with other Africans, because I listened to many of his interviews on this particular young lady issue, and he's not making sense at all. Look like he has something personal. I don't know, maybe some Nigerian or Zimbabwean or Ghanaian might have taken his girlfriend when he was in school. It could be. We need to investigate him, because he's sounding so ridiculous, and the level of hate he has for other Africans, black Africans, is mind-boggling. But the unfortunate thing is that he has millions of people listening to him, who follow him, who take his words. And this tells you that as African people, we still have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. The kind of mindset we have, the kind of hate we have towards other people. And the sad reality, or the sad thing, is that in this particular issue, it is rather white people who are coming into the defense of this young lady and educating black South Africans that, no, you are getting it wrong. This young lady, the laws of South Africa allow her to be a South African. And yet our black people who look like her are saying no. Let's listen to this immigration, I think, a specialist in South Africa who is educating us about the immigration laws in South Africa.
It's important to note as well, just at the outset, that, especially because it goes to the root of this controversy, is that South Africa is not against, or does not prevent, dual or multiple citizenship of its nationals. And, someone that citizenship status can, and to most, is very sentimental. Most people want to belong. And if they are born to a specific country, whether they live there or not, they have the right to that citizenship status. It's something that they generally do go off. Well, with the person in question, my brief understanding is that her father is Nigerian and the mother is South African / Mozambican. And again, as I mentioned, South Africa allows dual nationality, again, dual and multiple nationality, my apologies. She was born in South Africa, and at the time of her birth, her mother was a South African. So whether people like it or not, she is a South African citizen. The Citizenship Act, my apologies, is very clear. There are various grounds on which citizenship can be granted, and one is birth. And in order to qualify as a citizen by birth, birth alone is not the only thing that confers citizenship status. What is important is that at least one of your parents is a South African at the time of your birth. And the rules changed in January 2013. Prior to January 2013, it mattered where you were born, whether it was in South Africa or not. Post January 2013, it no longer matters. So it doesn't matter where in the world you were born. If at the time of your birth, one of your parents is a South African citizen, you are a South African citizen. The point is, she's a dual national. So she has the right to refer to herself as both a South African and a Mozambican.
Yeah.
And this girl, I'm assuming she also has the right to both Nigerian and Mozambican citizenship as well.
Sure. Well, there will be like 3 citizenships, isn't it?
Yes, which South Africa allows. So it's okay. But if she was born here, and again, she was obviously born before 2013, so whether her mother was a permanent resident or a citizen at the time of her birth in South Africa, she was born a South African. And her birth would have been entered into the population register. And as a result, an ID number would have been generated, and a birth certificate reflecting a South African ID number would have been issued to her. So I don't understand, to be honest with you, what the confusion or why there's a discussion. From my understanding, she was born in South Africa to a South African. and is therefore born a South African. We don't understand the basis for why are they upset about the fact that she, as a dual national, is participating in Miss South Africa. She is South African, as I mentioned. So I suppose it's unpacking what is it that is really upsetting them. Whether she was born in France, whether she has I think I saw a commentary about Trevor Noah as well with his Swiss father. He's South African. He was born in South Africa to a South African, which is the same case here, regardless of whether her father is Nigerian or not. And maybe if he wasn't Nigerian, there wouldn't be this controversy. I don't know. But she is a South African citizen, and she has a right to be there, and she has a right to represent South Africa.
Yeah, so as you can see, she said everything. The laws of South Africa allow her to be a South African. So what is our problem? As I said, it's personal. This got nothing to do with anything. I think the level of hate we have for each other is mind-boggling. And then yet, we claim that our ancestors used to practice Ubuntu. We are Bantu. Today, South Africans are saying that they are the only Bantu people in Africa. West Africans are no Bantu people. Blah, blah, blah. So ridiculous. I didn't want to get into this because I am a unifier. I believe in the unity of Africa. But it's disheartening to see our brothers and sisters in South Africa, some, not all. Let me make this clarification. Some, not all. Because as those elements who are leading this charge of hate towards other people, there are other people who are also saying, no, we are all one people as African people. So we salute those people. But those guys saying we are not one people, we are all not Africans, these are tribal bigots. And because they cannot vent their tribalism on each others, they want to take it on other African people. These are tribal bigots, because it is only tribalism that will lead you into this kind of hatred of against other people. And our level of hypocrisy, if this was to be European country doing this to a black person, you will see us as African people saying racism. Europeans see people, look at this European Cup of Nations that just finished recently. It was represented by everybody. The guy who scored the Spanish first goal, his parents came from Ghana. They walked from Ghana to the desert, from the desert to Spain. This was illegal immigrants. They walked to Spain, and then when they got to Spain, they had children, 2 children. The Spanish authorities saw the potential on those children, and today those children, one of those children brought glory to the Spanish country, to the nation. His senior brother, the boy who scored the first goal for the for the Spanish national team, his senior brother is representing Ghana, where his parents came from. This is how advanced people, civilized people think. This is how civilized people think. You see the potential in somebody, and then you harness the potential to bring you glory. If this girl was to be born in Britain and she has the potential, the British wouldn't care. They will harness her potential because they know she was going to bring that glory to the country Britain, not the country where her parents came from. That girl, who is South African, that you South Africans are denying her right, she's not going to win anything and take it to Nigeria or Mozambique, where her parents came from. Whatever glory she will get, it will come to South Africa. We have to start thinking. Let us think. America is the greatest country in the world as we speak today, the most powerful country in the world, not because of white Americans, but because of the potential of everybody globally bringing it for the benefit of America. The Americans will go to a village in Africa. They will see a child who have the brain, the potential, God-given potential. They will take you to America. They will harness your potential because they know whatever glory that will come out of you, it will benefit the country America. Why can't we think like civilized people? And then we wake up, we are saying our ancestors used to practice Ubuntu. Our ancestors used to, where is the Ubuntu spirit? If our ancestors used to practice Ubuntu, I'm telling you, white people wouldn't have colonized us. White people wouldn't have taken us for slavery. Our ancestors never used to practice Shi. We are just like our ancestors of yesterday. Yes, even though they didn't know better. Today we know. Why are we still like that? Our ancestors, the last time President Museveni was saying, they sat down, they were watching the white people, they will come and conquer these people. They are coming to you, they are waiting. And then yet we like to talk good, talk good. Our ancestors used to practice Ubuntu and they used to love each other. If they love each other and if they used to stand for each other, how come the white people came and colonized them? How come the white people came and enslaved them? They never practiced any Ubuntu. It's just words. If they do, let us do it today. If our ancestors used to practice Ubuntu, okay, now they are gone. Let us practice that today. How come South Africa? Today, South Africans are saying other Africans are not even Bantu Africans. Ridiculous. South Africans, because of this hate, I hear South Africans saying other Africans are not, West Africans are not Bantu. They are the only Bantu Africans. And what has been Bantu Africans brought to us? Did being Bantu Africans stop the Europeans from enslaving us? Has this been Bantu Africans stop the Europeans from colonizing us? Being Bantu African is not going to solve our problems today if we are not united. It is only unity that can stop the neo-colonialism in Africa and also in South Africa. So we should stop this hypocrisy. The other day when France won the World Cup in some few years ago, Trevor Noah from South Africa was saying that it is Africa that won the World Cup. The French got angry, and they have the right to get angry because the French saw their potential, those players' potential, they harness their potential, they bring glory to them. Now you Africans want to come and take it. If those people were born in South Africa, will you people allow them to play for your national team? Hypocrites. If those French people French players that won the World Cup for France, and then the Africans were trying to take the glory, Trevor Noah trying to take the glory and give to Africa. If those children were born in South Africa and their parents are from different countries, even though they have the potential, will you people allow them to represent your country? Even though whatever they're going to win, going to bring glory to your country, we will not allow them because of your tribal bigots. And this is not only for South Africa. This is the entire continent of Africa. We are sick and tired of you people we as African people blaming other people for things that we are doing to ourselves. If the white man see a potential in you, they will take you. They will take and harness that potential because they know whatever glory that you're gonna bring you're gonna bring it to their country. See Europe. Everywhere, their national team, their sport, their everything is represented by other people. But for us, no. He is from this tribe. He's from that tribe. She's from that tribe. She's from that tribe. She cannot represent us because she doesn't know our values. What are our values? Our values are enslavement. Our values are colonialism. Our values are hate towards each other. What are our values? That she doesn't know the values of South Africa. What are our values as South Africans? What are the values? She's born in that country. Allow her to be. It's so disheartening to see that we are treating each other like this. In this 21st century, we are still living backward lives and blaming other people when they do the same thing to us. If it was a white people doing that to us, that one we will blame them, we will talk, we will shout, even though they don't do that. From Germany to Spain to Italy, you see black people representing those countries. But a black man from Mozambique cannot represent South Africa. Why? The time has come for us to also realize that the world is moving fast. 200 years from now, people will be seeing us as animals. What kind of life we used to live? That one cannot marry this from this. The world will evolve, and 200 years from now, they will think that we were kind of like not normal human beings. I thank you very much for coming on. Please support us. Today we are in uncharted territory. I know my South African brothers and sisters wouldn't like it. But it is not all South Africans. It is those who are behaving like that we're talking about. Some South Africans will defend Africa to their last breath, and then we salute you for that. Please join our mission, One Africa Mission. Let us all together fight for a united, better Africa. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, One Africa Mission. On Facebook, One Africa Mission. On TikTok, One Africa Mission. Together, me and you will bring glory, our days of glory back as African people. Thank you.